This is the Let Me Bladeless desk fan. It also has a light. It's got 3 speeds. It's relatively quiet on speed 1. Hopefully you can hear this. To power it on, you turn on the power button. To change the speed, you push the power button, and you hopefully can hear. It's a little bit louder on 2, and here is 3. It's not too bad. And then it's got a light button here. It's got 3 different settings on that: high, medium, low. And then it also oscillates back and forth. I've been using this for about 2 weeks. I typically have the fan setting on 1 on the desktop, and it's on my work area. It's more of a table. I usually have it set on 1 for the speed. I have not used the oscillation too much. When I do the fan, I typically just use the 1. That is pretty quiet here. It comes with a USB cord, so I'm a little confused why they just didn't put a regular cord in there. There's some versions of this that I believe have a battery pack, so that's probably why it has USB, so you can move it around there. Overall, I like it. It's just, like I said, I have typically have it set on level 1. Okay, level 2 and 3 are a little loud for me, especially if I was using it in my bedroom at night. I'd probably leave it on level 1. Overall, it's interesting design. The blades, I'm not sure. I'm assuming they have something rotating down below here. It could have kind of a cylinder type thing where it doesn't have the typical blades, but the air is coming out these little vents here.
Today I'm reviewing this bladeless desk fan. Inside the box we do have a small instruction booklet. And then we've got the fan itself. Let's take a look at what we've got. We have a USB wall adapter, which is to USB-A. And then there's a USB-A to USB-C cable. So it does give you everything you need to get up and running with the fan. And the overall fan's relatively small. We see the base is, looks like pretty close to 5 inches. Let's call it 5 inches square. And the height of this, we're at 13.5 inches. And we've got this going through a watt meter so we can observe the power draw using the included power supply. Cycling through, we observe the first level was consuming 3 watts and the noise was at 55 decibels. Second speed was 5 watts at 60 decibels. And then the third speed was 7 watts at about 65 decibels. But we did notice the built-in light draws about 3 watts when it's on high. And the second and third levels draw less than a watt. And the oscillation function also seems to be using less than a watt added to the speeds. While this is not the quietest of fans, it should work well as a desk fan. I like the oscillation function, but I'm not sure of the utility of the light. This does have a low power usage, and I also like that it uses USB for power, which adds flexibility and the option to use a power bank. I'm rating this fan 4 out of 5 stars.
This is the Let Me desk fan that oscillates. It is bladeless. This is plugged in. It's fairly easy installation. It comes in 1 unit. Power button, oscillation, light, and sleep mode. So here's speed 1. 1 is the default. Fairly decent wind. That's 2. That's 3. Here's the oscillation. It barely seems like it moves, but it is. It's a very gradual oscillation and blows plenty of air towards you, so it's, you know, if you're not one that likes constant, it's pretty perfect. Turn the oscillation off. Then here's the light. So here's the first setting. Bright light. Second setting. Third setting. Off. And then obviously sleep mode. I like it. It's nifty. I like it.
Bought this fan because I wanted something that would be quiet and that I could use in my area where I watch TV that was quiet, and it was working great, and it's fine on the 3 settings as far as noise. But as soon as you put the rotation on it, it didn't do this at first, but now all of a sudden I've got a clicking noise coming out of it at all speeds. And the clicking noise is what's annoying. I would not recommend it.
really light breeze, not strong enough for would be good for a desk. I wanted to actually cool an area of an RV.
If you're anything like me and you want your kids to have circulation at night, but don't want them sticking their fingers into a fan blade and getting chopped off, then this fan is for you. My kids are also scared of the dark, so one of my favorite things about this fan is that it is also a nightlight, and it has 3 different settings, so you can have it super bright, you can have it medium bright, or you can have it just bright enough to keep the monsters away.